Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Falcons will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Fresno State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Air Force. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Finds his man. It's Rivers. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Coleman. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Fresno State right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He has the first and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Humphrey. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oh, the Air Force Falcons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Extending the play. Makes the grab, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Falcon! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Makes the grab, it's Reynolds. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough at this level. That's how. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Fresno State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramirez. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Holds it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Wide open downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots at attack?
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking for room at the 30. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moss. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Trying to set the tone with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Johnson looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Falcons decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Fresno State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Humphrey. Trucks through the defender. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He's past the 30. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways. But the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
That's caught. It's Rivers. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Start with a first down. Send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Moss. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
snagged in the middle. It's Ramirez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Clemens. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Coleman. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got it in the middle. It's McClain. Brought down just outside the red. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Catch in the middle, it's McClain. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
He's got him. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah. It's a seam wide open at the 30. He's at the... And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to